Welcome back to another episode of Meet You Where You Are. I got a very special guest today. I'm honored to be here with no other than Mr. Richard White,
yes,
representing Legacy Home Loans.
Yes.
Thank you for being here. I appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so you know what? This platform is about meeting you where you are, as we're here in the flesh, right here in your office, right next to LAX. And when I met you, you just had a lot of value to give people, and that's what this platform is about. You talked about how you're here to build for the black community and the black people and making them homeowners and things like that.
Yes.
So if you could just touch on a little bit about who you are right now as we sit here in your office. Can you scratch the surface a little bit about what you're doing, what you're about?
So yes, my title legally is a mortgage loan originator.
Okay.
I have actually been in the business 30 years.
Okay.
I started in the Crenshaw area, and a few years back, I made the mission to come back to the Crenshaw area.
Okay.
And 2 years ago, I connected with Legacy Home Loans.
Okay.
Which, back up as you see our mission. Our mission is to empower the African American community to build sustainable wealth through home ownership and leave a family legacy, all in the name legacy. And so in addition to that, what we look to do is put other people of color, mostly black folks, on every aspect of the transaction.
Right.
From the loan officer to the client, to the escrow officer. We can't control the appraisal, but if the appraiser is black, wonderful. The title officer, the notary, almost always. We do our signings right here.
Wow.
You close a loan with us, we're gonna do a champagne signing, and most likely everybody is gonna look like us.
Nice.
That's part of it, and it is what it is.
Nice.
It's like
nice.
Unapologetic.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking to do. And of course, we work with everyone. I work with everyone throughout my career.
Right.
But it actually brings just something extra to know that I'm helping my folks to build wealth through home ownership.
Right.
And there's a piece of it that we also look at to bridge the gap.
Right.
And I sent you that article earlier, and it's a little better here in LA, but nationally, we look at maybe 30% of black African American households own their home, where if we're gonna just compare to white family households, 70% own their home.
Wow.
I think here in LA, it's a little better. I believe it's 41% versus 68%.
Right.
There's still a gap.
Right.
And as I've learned through the years, one of the best ways to build wealth is through property.
Nice. And you've been in this industry for 30 years now.
Yeah.
So you might have been part of the reason why that gap isn't so wide out here, because you've been doing this a long time.
Nah, it hasn't changed, I believe. I mean, we're in the same space, my understanding, since we've been in the 60s.
Oh, really?
Maybe even worse.
Worse?
Yes. So that's not happening.
Is it because of gentrification?
I'm saying it's because, you know what, I can't get details exact, but I'm going to say it may be just the way we do things. Okay? Some of the stuff, not to get on your business, but a lot of times we spend a lot of money on looking good. And what we drive. And maybe it's not. And okay, let me step back. That's going to be from current time. There's a lot of other stuff which we could probably put some leaks in and all of that to what has happened over the years, from slavery to recently our CEO was talking about the GI Bill, how it's set up. Everyone was supposed to be able to get out, go to college, get a home, all that. But then you couldn't go to the college. And then there was all these other rules where you couldn't buy a home. You couldn't buy homes in certain areas. It was funny. I live in Windsor Hills, so once I got there, I was reading up on it. When that neighborhood was built, it was put in there. No black folks could live there.
Wow.
Yeah, and there's there's probably not anymore. I mean, there may be some of that still may be in some deeds now. It's not enforced. But yes, there are situations where you were not allowed to own a home. You were not, and then the banks were not going to lend to you or lend to the areas you live in.
Wow.
There's a lot of stuff set up.
Right.
So some of the things that maybe now happen where we spend money on this, that, and the other
Right.
is because of that's just what
Right.
we were made to do
Right.
and set up
Right.
to be.
Right. It's a mentality probably
Yes.
at this point.
Yes.
Yeah. So with Legacy Home Loans,
Yeah.
I want to talk about Legacy Home Loans because you're
Yes.
here specifically to help the community
Yes.
and the people, and that's
Yes.
great. So if someone would come to Legacy Home Loans, what would be the difference between them coming to you as opposed to a big lender like Chase, Bank of America? How would the loan be structured? Would it be structured any different? Better APR? What is it? What are the curriculum?
Okay, so let's say that I did work for Chase. And I'm going to
Okay.
say, me working at Chase, I would have delivered the same service, me personally,
Right.
as I did there or any place I worked at.
Right. Right.
I will say this, that here we are, one, we have various programs. So we're going to have, not that we're pushing down payment assistance, it's not always the best thing.
Okay.
But we have those programs. If you need down payment assistance, we have that.
Right.
But we have underwriters and other people that are involved that are not going to look at your file in a way of how to not approve you.
Right.
But we're going to look at how we're going to get this worked out.
Right.
Now, me as the loan officer,
Right.
a lot of people that I first get may not be quite ready.
Right.
But I'm going to say that virtually anybody could get ready in a year. There might be some things you need to
Right.
change and
Some people
do,
need
but
to
I'm
do.
going to work with you to do that.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not just trying to get paid on that transaction. And
Right,
keep in
right.
mind, I only get paid when the loan closes.
Right. Right.
But I will work with you until we can get you there. And I'm going to say that may be the difference.
That is a difference. That's a big difference.
Yeah, that's going to be, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also available all the time.
Right.
If I'm going to plug in banks, I believe that banks, you know, they are on a 40-hour week.
Right, right,
So
right.
you may not be able to get your loan officer on the weekend, but with me, you can get me.
So
you can text me.
You're accessible.
Very much.
So you're pretty much becoming like a friend, a family member, someone that people can trust. You're building a
Yes.
relationship with people
Yeah.
as they're buying a home or
Yeah.
property from you.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
my tag is trusted mortgage advisor.
Right.
But in addition to that, yeah, I am, because here's the other piece. Like I said, excuse me, I've been doing this for many years,
Right.
and what's going to happen is once we really get into it,
Right.
you are going to share the real deal.
Right.
I'm going to say, I know it's the truth. Most people, your best friends, probably your spouse and all that, may not know exactly how much money you make and exactly how much money you had in the bank, and they surely not going to really know your credit. But with
true.
me, in 5-10 minutes or 30, whatever amount of time,
Right.
if we're into it, I know all that.
Right.
So we got to be good.
Right,
And
right.
I got to also be able to tell you and let you know that this is where we're at.
Right.
And if we want to get this, this is that. And
Yeah.
it may be some advising you on what the real deal is. It is what it is.
Right,
I'm not
right.
going, I don't ever want to come like I'm, what is that? They just,
sugarcoated,
on
yeah.
Dave Chappelle, the punching down. I'm not doing that, but the real
Right.
thing is, because,
Right.
but again, I lead with, I believe anybody can become a
That's
homeowner
good.
within a year. There may be some things you got to
Right.
change, and that's going to be up to you.
And that's what people are intimidated by, being that we're in California. Literally, we're right across from the airport at LAX. The cost
Yeah.
of living is through the roof.
Oh, yeah.
Property value is even gone even higher, even after COVID. No, during COVID, because we're still in it.
Oh, no, yeah, property value is shot.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
okay, go ahead.
No,
Let me
sorry.
get you ask
Do you
your
believe
question.
that there's a such thing as a good time to buy and a bad time to buy? Because what I'm hearing now is that prices are inflated and that they're upselling the houses. Is
So-
that true?
So here's the thing. I was at a talk right before COVID, and there's a lot of available qualified buyers coming into the market, more
Right.
and more and more.
Right.
So more buyers than property, that's going to shoot values
Right.
up.
Right.
Interest rates may not be at the lowest they've ever been, but they are very low.
Right.
Very low.
Right.
So now more people can buy.
Right.
6-digit incomes, a lot of people have that. Okay?
Right.
And it is what it is. So what that may mean is if you are starting out, you might not get in that neighborhood you want to. But the key is to get the property,
in.
because as long as you're in the areas that the values are going up,
Right.
that may not be your first home.
Right.
You maybe it's a second, or maybe you'll never be up in the hills. But so
Right.
what?
Right.
I mean,
Just get
you, dude. I mean, there's a lot of properties
Right.
that are hundreds or $1,000,000,000 properties, and that's what it is.
Right.
So the key is for me to get into the game.
Get in.
The right time is whatever you feel you're ready, then you hit me up, and
Right.
then we'll take it from there, because that
Okay.
may be the right time. It may be 6 months, it may
Right.
be a year from now.
Right.
But it's really when you decide
Right.
that you're ready to look at it,
Okay.
and then you take it from there.
Okay, good. So people would definitely want to know. You're saying there's no such thing as a bad time to buy as long as you're buying here in California. Property value is pretty much always going to go up.
Yeah.
You've been in
You're
so
not. I
long,
don't.
so-
Waiting for the bubble to burst and all that. I mean, it's
'Cause they're
about.
saying-
Yeah.
yeah.
It's. You have too many people able to buy.
Right.
So pushing property values down for that reason alone,
Right.
it's probably not going to happen.
Okay.
In that sense. And if you get in and it's going up, you're building wealth.
Right.
I mean, so be it. It's wonderful that I have clients a year later, their property value, they had 20% equity. That's
Ooh.
maybe $100,000. Can you imagine that?
Right. Right.
But
That's
just
good.
because that decision you made, and you bought a $500,000 house, and now next year it's $600,000. That's
that
wealth.
was-
That's money.
right,
You may
yeah.
not be able to just snatch that out and go spend it, and
Right,
do
right,
all of
right.
that, but you're doing it.
Right,
So
right.
that's the key. That's why you
Get
get
in. Get in.
because, hey, you want to get in it. Hopefully they keep going up.
Right. Okay, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
How many loans have you closed, not in your career, because I know that's a long time. That's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of numbers. But what's it saying in the average year? How many, because you're helping out black families and you're all about legacy and black wealth.
Okay,
Can you say
so-
how many black families you help within a year?
Oh,
on average?
Lordy.
Yeah.
See how many black families.
Yeah, just average ballpark.
Probably me, honestly,
Yeah.
probably 3 dozen.
3 dozen?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a
yeah,
lot.
families
That's good.
individually. As a company,
Right.
now you multiply that by however many loan officers. You know what? I
That's-
wish
that's
I
to
knew
be
that.
celebrated.
Because,
That's good.
because there's some exact numbers. How many
Yeah.
families we put in?
That's good.
And there's a number. But what is that billion? Our goal is that $1 billion.
Okay.
I
to
wanna
lend $1
say-
billion.
Yeah, I want to
in new
say
mortgages
we
from
are
African American borrowers.
25%, 30% there.
Wow, nice.
And we've been only doing this company, it's like 3 years.
That's so honorable,
So, yes,
man.
yes.
Hey, that's honorable. I like that.
Yes.
See, so for you guys out there that may be intimidated about being a homeowner here in California, Richard here is letting you know that Legacy Home Loans
Yes.
is here to help, especially if you're
Yes.
black, because they're focused on building black generational wealth right here in the space of Legacy Home Loans. Mr. Richard White, I really appreciate your time. Is there anything you want to tell the people before we get out of here? They can get in touch with you if they may be looking for a home.
Yeah, you're gonna post my.
Of course.
info.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I
definitely.
don't need to shout out my
Yeah.
digits. Right?
Okay,
Okay.
well,
But no, the main thing is, give me a call. Let's have a conversation.
Okay.
If you're buying with your family members, friends, whatever, we
Right.
should all just sit down and talk. And take it from there and see what the next step is. Is
Nice.
a comfortable conversation, and at least you'll know what it is, and you make your plan and see if home ownership is for you.
Okay, good.
Yes.
And you don't just only do homes, you probably do
Oh, one,
duplexes,
yeah,
fourplexes,
1 to
commercial
4
properties.
units,
Okay.
manufactured homes, condos, single family, duplexes. Duplexes is a great property to
Yes.
buy, and 3, 4 units. And also, we do the renovation loans. So
Oh, nice.
for you guys that actually have homes and you want to fix it up, or maybe even add an ADU. That's a big thing here. ADUs, get some rental income on your single families. There's a lot of opportunities. Not just to build the wealth and the equity, but even get some income.
Right.
I'm a pro income
I love it.
property,
I love
okay?
this. I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes,
I love it.
definitely.
Well, there you have it. Mr.
Yes.
Richard, I appreciate you for letting us into space. Legacy Home Loans is the name. Please contact Mr. Richard. I'll leave the link in the description and bio and all the information. Before we get out of here, I got a gift for you. Can you please bring out that gift from Mr. Richard White?
Uh-oh.
Because I just love what you're doing for the community, right? And I just think it needs to be.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Look at y'all.
So go ahead and open that up.
Oh, headattire.com.
Nothing big, nothing big. Just
Yeah.
a little something because, we met in the store.
Yeah.
You really supported me, and I appreciated that.
Thank
Let
you.
me here.
Yes.
So-
that was pretty cool. I was
And
doing my favorite thing
You
now,
do,
shopping.
you do a lot of the giving, so it's
Yeah.
about time somebody gave to you.
All right,
it's
sir.
a small token
Black-
of
thank
appreciation.
you.
What you do is,
Yes.
this represents you in so many ways.
Yes,
So,
yes,
when you're
yes.
out jogging, just hanging out, whatever, feel free
Yes.
to wear that.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. And,
Yeah.
and that's that's just from the heart,
And then, I want you to plug in this, that, we're in 37 states. Me
Right.
personally, I'm licensed in Georgia and Florida.
Okay.
Okay, so we want to, I don't know what your reach is, but we reach
Okay.
in 37 states.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is cool.
Oh,
I'm going
yeah.
to wear this.
Yeah,
I'm going to
you
wear
will.
this today. I'm going to Catalina
Okay, good.
Jazz
Let's
thing
see,
tomorrow.
let's see.
Yeah.
Black
there we
Wall
go.
Street, okay? Black Wall Street. Playing now, right here at Legacy Home Loans, y'all. Okay, with that,
All right. Thank you, sir.
honored to be here with Mr.
Yeah.
Richard White. Legacy Home Loans is
Yeah,
here
Mel. Thank
for you
you.
and your needs. If you're black, please contact and pull up. Until then, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to meet you where you are next, right here, okay? Stay tuned. Peace.